So this one is notes 9C. We're going to keep the first fraction, A over B. This is the first fraction. Change the operation from division to multiplication. And then you're going to flip the second fraction, C over D, to get the reciprocal, D over C. Remember, if everything cancels out, it's a 1. And then this number right here, if you have no number underneath, there's a 1 in the denominator. All right, let's look at example 1. You're going to be dividing with the keep, change, flip method. So we have 2/3 times 6/5. So we keep the first fraction, change the operation to multiplication, and flip the second fraction, get the reciprocal. 6 times 2, we get 12. 5 times 3, that's 15. From here, we can simplify the fraction. Remember, you want to try to divide out 2, 3, 5, and 7. Which number can you divide these by? 3. So there you get 4 over 5. That's your answer. 4/5 is the answer here. There's another way you could do it besides just multiplying straight across. We do 6 divided by 3. We know that that is going to be 2. And then 2 over 5, that doesn't reduce. And then we multiply straight across. 2 times 2 is 4. 1 times 5 is 5. So we could skip this step right here to go to our answer like that. You could show either of these methods to get to the answer on this. Let's do the next one. We have 4/7 divided by 12/11. Keep, change, flip. Keep the 4/7. Change, divide to multiply. Get the reciprocal, the second fraction, 11/12. 4 times 11 is 44. 7 times 12 is 84. From here, what are we going to divide out 44 and 84? What can we divide? 4, okay. 44 divided by 4 is 11, and 84 divided by 4 is 21. So that's your reduced fraction. Of course, you could also simplify these out. 4 over 12 reduces to 1 over 3. 11 times 1 is 11. 7 times 3 is 21. So this is one method. This is another method. You can use either one. Let's look at example C. We have 3/4 divided by 9/2. Keep the 3/4. Change division to multiplication. Flip the second fraction, 2/9. So that's going to equal 6 over 36. What can you divide 6 and 36 by? 3? Is there a bigger number? 6. You don't have to do these, but these are the ones that would always work for the numbers I'll give you. So you could do 3 and then you could do 2, or you could just do 6 as one step. So 1/6 would be your quotient. You could also do the canceling out method. 3 over 9 reduces to 1/3. 2 over 4 reduces to 1/2. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 3 is 6. Same thing. So this is one method. This is another method. You could do either one to get to the solution. All right, let's do example D. We have 15/2. Change the division to multiplication, and then flip the second fraction to get the reciprocal, 6/5. 15 times 6, 90, and then 2 times 5, 10. Yeah, we could divide these by 10. So that's 9 over 1. It's just 9. You could also do the canceling out here. 15 over 5 is 3 over 1. 6 over 2 is 3 over 1. 3 times 3 is 9. 1 times 1 is 1. That's just 9. So example 2 says divide. So we'd still do keep, change, flip. x plus 3 over x plus 4. So we keep that first fraction. Change divide to multiply, and then flip the second fraction to get x plus 4 over x plus 3. Let's cancel the like terms. Does anything cancel with x plus 3 down here? Yeah. How about these? Do they cancel? Yeah. When everything cancels, the answer is 1. And for this page, you don't have to do excluded values. So when you cancel it as adding and subtracting is 0. We cancel as multiplication and division, that's a 1. Okay, so we have the first fraction, we change the operation to multiplication, and we flip the second fraction.
Okay, so the answer would be 0. Where's she at?
Okay, so does anything cancel with these? Does anything cancel with those? So you're just going to keep them. Notice the same factors repeated twice here, right? So your answer, you only have to write the factor once, and then we're going to put a 2 right there because it was repeated twice. Same thing with the denominator. So we have x minus 5 to the second power over x plus 1 to the second power. The next one. So for C, we have the first fraction, we're going to have x minus 9 over x minus 2. Where are we changing this to? Multiplication. Change the operation, flip the second fraction. Okay, does anything cancel out? What is it? Does anything cancel out those? Yeah, the 2's, the x minus 2's cancel, so they're gone. So you're left with x minus 9 over x plus 9. These don't cancel because the signs are different. So we have the first fraction, x minus 8 over x minus 7. Change the operation to multiplication, and then flip the second fraction. Yeah, the x minus 7's cancel out. You're just left with x minus 8 over 1. If you have a 1 down there, you don't even have to write it. Now, if it's at the top, you do need to write it. So if 1 is denominator, you don't have to write. So for E, we're going to have x plus 6 over x minus 6. Change to multiplication. Notice we have x plus 6 at the top. We're going to put a 1 at the bottom. Okay, flip it. We have 1 over x plus 6. Okay, what cancels here? What's going to cancel? Yeah, the x plus 6. So you're left with 1 over x minus 6. So when the 1 is in the numerator, you have to write it. So when 1 is in the numerator, you have to write it. If 1 is in the denominator, you don't have to write it. So for F, we have x minus 3 divided by x plus 3 over x minus 3. Remember, there's really a 1 down there. Keep the first fraction, change the operation, flip the second fraction. Okay, does anything cancel here? Does anything cancel with the x minus 3? No? How about this x minus 3? No, so you just are left with x minus 3 times x minus 3 all over 1 times x plus 3. You see that this factor is repeated twice? And your answer, you're going to write x minus 3 to the second power because there's 2 of those factors. All over x plus 3. After you finish this page, go ahead and try the other two pages on your own or in your groups, and then turn those in.